YouTube, what's going on? Kyle again from ePoolSupply. Today we are back with a quick fix on Pentair's Kreepy Krauly Legend. This is the Legend 2 pressure side pool cleaner. Stay tuned. Alright, and we're back. So today we have another quick fix video for you on Pentair's Kreepy Krauly Legend 2 pressure side pool cleaner. As you guys can tell for this video, this cleaner has been stripped down to pretty much nothing. If you guys want to know how to get to this point, make sure you guys check out the link in the description. We've got a playlist for this cleaner that show you guys how to take it apart from the outside in. One of the major things that we're going to work on today and show you guys is a very important piece of equipment to the cleaner, which is your feed mast tube. So this feed mast tube is what basically holds every working part of your cleaner. So as you guys can tell at the top, this is where your actual main hose is going to attach. From there, you actually have the portion of the main feed mast tube here that's actually going to hold your flow. As you go a little bit lower, you have your spin off for your tail sweep coming out. It also splits off here in the front, which is actually going to run to your turbine, which is actually what's going to drive your cleaner. As you guys flip it upside down, the tube keeps coming down. It runs your thrust jets on the bottom, as well as pieces together, your venturi jets that actually help push the water and the debris up into the bag of the cleaner. So very, very important piece of equipment. If any part of this has broken, it is important that you replace this entire feed mast tube here. So really simple fix to get it off. It can be a little deceiving. Once you guys have removed the flow and you removed your tail sweep, you guys have the option to be able to remove these hose clamps, to take off these hoses. If you actually have them attached to your turbine, it's probably easier to remove them from this side than it would be to actually remove them from the turbine cover. But in this case, I already had the turbine cover off, so there's no need to remove them from the actual main feed mast tube here. So as you guys can see, there's only one piece that actually holds it together here on the top. There's a screw and a locking nut right here on the top of the cleaner. So when you're dealing with plastic, always make sure that you guys use hand tools, don't use power tools. You take the risk of breaking this. For this purpose, since it's a display unit, there's not really much wear and tear on the screws. If you're having a season or two old cleaner and you're trying to perform this, I do suggest using some kind of wrench or pair of pliers to make sure you grab this locking nut on the back end. In this case, I can just kind of put my thumb there to hold it, and I'm just going to loosen this screw using a Phillips head screwdriver as I put pressure with my thumb against it so that that locking nut doesn't move at all. So once you unscrew this screw, try not to drop any of your hardware, especially if you're working next to your pool. It can be a pain in the butt to fish this stuff out later, so you just want to make sure that you're being very careful with that. And in this case, the locking nut didn't even want to come off, so here's your locking nut and the actual bolt itself. So once you've removed the connection between your main tube part of your frame and the actual feed tube, it's a little deceiving thinking that you have to pull this entire piece out. You do not. It's merely a twist. So I like to try to kind of grab it lower so that way you don't snap it from the top. Obviously, if yours is already broken from the top, grab it wherever you'd like, but it's just a twist lock. So let me get this untwisted if I can. This one wants to twist for me. This one's really good. So you're merely going to twist it away from you about a quarter turn to clockwise so that it actually loosens up on the frame here, and then you're just going to wiggle it free. So as you guys can see on the bottom, it does have a group of teeth that will actually allow it to slide back in and lock your new one in. Again, you can take these hoses off in the case that I didn't need to remove them. I didn't pull them off for you, but again, this is a very important piece of equipment, and you want to make sure that this is always in good condition for you. As you guys can see on the bottom, it does have an O-ring which will actually help it seal here to provide pressure back to those rear thrust jets as well as your venturis on your main tube here. So it is important that you guys make sure you have that O-ring at the bottom to make sure that it gets a good seal when you pressure push it up against the frame, because it is just push down, as well as then the only other piece of equipment, as you guys can see, that's going to hold it together will be the screw. So put your new one on, you're just going to feed it in that right way. Make sure that your hose float section and your tail sweep are pointed towards the back of the cleaner, and then you're just going to twist it back in so that these actually line up, and then you're just going to go ahead and reattach it with that screw and that locking nut and get everything tied back in for you. So today we just wanted to walk you guys through the importance as well as the functionality of this feed mast tube and how to swap it out. Make sure you guys check out the links in the description if you guys want to know how to do any other quick fixes for this cleaner. We actually tore this cleaner apart from the outside in to give you guys all the working parts of this cleaner and make sure that it's in tip-top shape to work for every season for you. So make sure you guys hit that like button and be sure to subscribe. We've got a ton more videos coming your way on all sorts of cleaners on the market. Appreciate you guys watching. Kyle with ePoolSupply. We'll see you next time.
Hey everyone, thanks for watching. Subscribe today if you haven't subscribed. Check out the links below. We got a lot more content coming your way. Thank you.